3 days out there.
3
It
days?
is ruthless.
I live in New York
Will
City.
Smith couldn't survive.
Oh
New
my
York,
God.
no.
Stop.
People like to talk like New York is tough, but anyone can survive there. Charlotte is the real deal.
Isn't that like full of farms and like just animals everywhere?
No, it's a city. It's actually like the second
is it
biggest
actually?
banking capital or third biggest banking
Alright,
capital
whatever.
in the nation.
No one cares. No one cares.
It's like right after Chicago and New York.
cool
Anyway,
story.
okay,
Embos is
SnD,
already
we'll go
dead.
back.
Dang.
There's a team kill too. Ricky destroying Embos. That's kind of bad, but of course it is going to get evened up to a 3v3. Miracle's able to pick up a kill. He's had the hot hand throughout the hard point. Of course, now that we are going to be able to figure out what goes on, there's also two players just inches away from each other. Mochilla is hanging out near the enemy, but able to play his life and hang back in hospital.
Fizzip's actually in a pretty good position right here. He has the support of his teammates. They're just going to corner themselves in that back green. I think they know they have that bomb down as well. And speaking of Fizzip, here is going to be that moment. Oh, is he going to challenge? Yes, he does. And he picks up the kill on Miracles. Forces a 3 versus 2 now. How is OpTic Nation going to try and reply? Shots going down. It's going to be Mochilla, who has actually forced his way inside of green. Now the question is, how are XGN going to try and retake this side of the map? They have the numbers, of course. But will they be able to do it? There's one. Mochilla tries to pre-fight for the second, but he will get caught. Ricky managed to punt the bump, but immediately goes down, and Fizzip is going to jump on net for an easy defuse.
And funnily enough, well, I mean, okay, it was pretty much all Fizzip. He got, you know, essentially an ace as there was a team kill to start that off. But nonetheless, it was him and Killa that were left alive towards the end. So, you know, we saw them struggling in the hard point, but if they can turn it around, obviously that would be huge. And again, search and destroy, Killa, you know, that's what he's known for. It became a meme, more or less, but still, it is XGN going up 1 map to none.
One map? 1 round.
One round to none. I'm drinking water, so I can't focus, man.
Come on. You're better than this, Chance. You're better than this. Anyway, Fizzip 3-0. Bomb in hand. Let's have a look, see what the game plan is going to be. We'll run into a couple of plays here. As he's just trying to peek that corner. Just trying to see if he can spot anyone at all. But I believe he's actually managed to get in here without anyone knowing. Miracles picks up one. Fizzip in a great position to trade. Jumps out as well. 3 versus 3.
Without a doubt, of course, Fizzip does have that bomb in hand, and you see the remaining players for XGN going on the rotation, but Mochilla able to pick up the kill on Killa of all people, so it is going to be an advantage now for OpTic Nation. Of course, OpTic Nation had a team kill and still kept it close. Now, though, Fizzip able to get that delayed trade over on Moch. Moch in the same spot. The flank's actually going to be coming in. A play right now for OpTic Nation coming to back. That's going to be Embo. Shoot study. Fizzip's going to be one shot, able to escape just for a moment, so we are going to have a true 1 versus 1 situation.
Oh, you can just see
crazy.
the intelligence from Fizzip, man.
What?
That is just insane. Fizzip just using sound to his full advantage right there. Tracked Embos literally through the wall. Literally, like, that's like he has hacks. That's insane. That is insane. He timed it so well. 6-0 Fizzip. This is why he's just such a good search and destroy player.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Not only for him to bounce back, but just in the fashion that he's done it. Again, you know, 6 kills, 2 rounds. He's on pace if he goes round 11 to get, what, 33 kills? That's pretty impressive stuff if he can keep it up, and he's literally carrying his team right now. It's basically Fizzip versus OpTic Nation, and OpTic Nation is struggling.
What the most amount of kills in a search and destroy in Advanced Warfare has been. Obviously, a lot of people remember Crim dropping 20 in Call of Duty Ghosts. Fizzip's on pace for a lot of kills right now.
Weirdly enough, I think it's Khalifa that has that record on recovery, but not entirely sure. We're going to have to check on that. But nonetheless, Fizzip is continuing the destruction. Still, he's looking at people through walls. He just knows where they are almost at all times. He's 7-0.
I want his Xbox. That's what I want. This clearly has some like special force. Fizzip is continuing to try and hunt down Moch. Teammate will get the pick though. And XGN are just steamrolling through ON here in the SnD.
It's almost like Fizzip literally does have, you know, that broadcaster mode where he can have the COD vision to see through walls. He is constantly just on top of wherever these players are going to be, even when he's on the other side of the map, looking in their general direction straight through. And of course, at the very least, that is very comforting to even have as a teammate. If you are playing with Fizzip 7-0, and I assume the callouts are just on point. If he just knows at all times where these players are, just fantastic. That like Killa 3 rounds in doesn't have a kill, but he hasn't had to do anything. It's been Fizzip all day.
And it's going to be the Fizzip show for this round as well. He's doing a similar strat to what we saw him do last attacking side, this time being a little bit more aggressive though. Obviously feeling pretty confident when you're 7-0, gets tagged up. Now needs to play his life. Embos with the first blood on Killa, so Killa now sitting at 0-2. Fizz really just taking his time here. Has the support of a couple of teammates. Really, this is going to be the key player. It's going to be Steady. Steady renowned for his sniping abilities. Can he get away? Yes, he can. Didn't even flinch at the fact he was being shot from the side. Just wanted to check that flank, and now here really is the big push coming in from XGN.
And you see the gunfights going down. Fizzer pushing with the teammate. Miracles, though, going to be there to make at least one stop on Fizz. Lacefield was able to pick up a kill, but still man advantage in favor of OpTic Nation. Study trying to make his way towards that bomb. He's standing right next to Lacefield. Also, the flank is coming in for OpTic Nation. They haven't completely pinpointed. Miracles picks up that kill. Lacefield going to be left alive in the 1 versus 3. The flank is coming. Has 2 players to deal with. Gets the punch. Turns around for the second. Embo's on the flank. Going to be able to shut him down. Lacefield not quite bringing any insanity to this, but OpTic Nation finally getting on the board.
Love that play from Lacefield, though. He recognized he needed to force the first gunfight. There was no point just sitting in that corridor. He would have just died. Jumps in, gets the melee, but Miracles coming in through fire window. If Miracles doesn't adapt that quick, Embos potentially could have died there, and that could have been a 1 versus 1.
It would have been absolutely crazy, but of course, again, Miracles had the hot hand and hard point, and he's going to be trying to carry that into the search, and he is 5-3, so he's been living up to that. Of course, right now, we do have 2 donut cams, and of course, Ricky, we're going to be on board with it first to see potentially what he's doing wrong and what he's going to do to try and fix his mistakes.
Running that bow, playing very, very passive right now. As soon as he gets that first kill, feel a little bit more confident, but right now, as it stands, XGN are 3 rounds to 1 in the lead. Bomb's gone down very, very fast there. That's a great plant coming in from, I believe that was Embos. Managed to get it and stay alive. Roach going to get traded there as Fizzip pushes up. And this is where it's going to get a little interesting. XGN try and force it. Fizzip just flies through the air, destroys Embos, and he's hunting down more players. Spots him in corridor. Oh my god, nice movement. Needed a reload. Gets away with his life. Tries to force the melee, though. Not too sure about that. Killer now left by himself. Goes for the hip fire with the bow. And Killer just not really feeling it right now, it seems.
Yeah, and we saw Fizzer, he took the time to reload his gun just to make sure to go back for the knife. So, those, split-second decisions can kind of cost you. But we can see still more or less the Fizzer show for XGN, but now OpTic Nation starting to turn around. We see Miracles on a 4-trick. He's getting hot. And OpTic Nation, when they're at least getting stuff on the board, that's going to be good for them. Obviously, the first round, they had a team kill as well. So maybe if that doesn't even happen, maybe they have the advantage. So, fighting from the deficit, but Ricky's off the donut cam. Kill is still there. Maybe advantage OpTic Nation.
Let's have a look at Killer then and see what's going on. I'm going to highlight Fizzip as the yellow arrow. And Miracles kills Embos with a nade straight off the bat. So already XGN going to feel pretty comfortable here. It wouldn't surprise me to see them just completely try and force a bomb site very early on. Fizzip's going to hear the boost mid-map. Decides he doesn't want to try and challenge that. It's a 3 versus 3 now, so they have lost that advantage. Fizzip gets massively stunned. Somehow still alive. Meanwhile, Lacefield has his back. Pushes in, no one in fire, but the stun grenades again come in. And this is just good play from XGN, just trying to force it towards the bomb site. Fizzip may need some help here. Somehow stays alive.
You can see Fizzer wasting no time, going ahead to get the bomb down. You see players from OpTic Nation making moves, but you see the cover from Lacefield coming in. Killa did die, but Lacefield making sure to get that trade, and the bomb got planted. So you are going to have a 2 versus 2. Lacefield, of course, hunting Miracles down, trying to shoot him in the back. Meanwhile, he's getting shot in the back. Miracles going for the challenge, but still both players up. But it looks like Lacefield actually somehow going to stay alive. Thought he was going to get shot in the back. Fizzer's picking up kills, and that's just a horrible round for OpTic Nation through and through.
Nice play, though, from Lacefield, just jumping around, staying alive. Fizzip gave him some great cover. Speaking of Fizzip, he's currently sitting at 10-2, having a great search and destroy, though. Still Killer on that donut, 0-4.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, but OpTic Nation, simple mistakes. It's at the start of the round. It's not even later on where there's any weird engagement. It's just at the start of the round on offense, nading teammates. And that, at this level, you can't have that in any way, shape, or form. And of course, XGN going to make sure they capitalize. Now, though, on offense, it looks like OpTic Nation going to be trying to go back over to B. You see Embos mid-map trying to get some snipes. Going to be left 1 shot, but still everyone leaving with their lives.
Embos had to recognize he's going to get challenged there. They're playing a very aggressive, team in the form of XGN. As soon as he misses that shot, and they know he's weak, they're always going to try and rush up. Miracles with the bump. Going to be left with his teammate Mochilla in a 2 versus 3. One player in a great position here. It's going to be Killer. Picks up his first kill of the game, but does go down. That forces Mochilla into 1 versus 2. They know where he is. Turns around, can't pick up the kill, and XGN now 1 round away from tying up the series.
In that 3v3, that's the one time you need Killer to do something. Pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
There hasn't been much for him to do, because again, it's been Fizzer, but even Lacefield on a 4-trick now has been turning it around. Obviously getting the final kill cam there, but left in a 3v3, Killer had 2 players to deal with. Obviously in a 2-on-1, you expect the 2 are going to win. He did get traded, but made sure to at least bring someone down with him. So the important kills at least coming in from Killer. XGN now just 1 round away from tying this series up at 1 map to 1.
Just had a quick look at the boys in the XGN booth. You can see them talking strats. And Fizzip immediately just going to run straight at him. That's 3 down. That is just phenomenal stuff from XGN. They have the last player weak in the game. Can't react. It's over that quickly. XGN blitz through OpTic Nation in the search and destroy, and they level up the series 1 map apiece.
And we're just seeing bounce back after bounce back. OpTic Nation, again, they started off the tournament 0-2 and have been struggling more or less, but now they came into the hard point. We're looking really good, you know, reflecting on what they've done in the past, capitalizing and making sure